Venus, the toastiest planet of our solar system, hides mountains of mysteries below its dense and thick clouds. Discovered by Galileo Galilei in AD 1610, the planet Venus was named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty, due to its bright, shining appearance in the sky. It is also referred as Earth's twin sister due to its similar size, but sounds more like Earth's evil twin. Venus has 90 times the atmospheric pressure of Earth, which is the same as the pressure found at a depth of 1 kilometer in the Earth's oceans. The temperature on the planet reaches a scorching 864 degrees Fahrenheit, with almost no water vapor in its surface. The dense clouds of Venus mainly contains sulfuric acid, which eventually rains down on the surface. The entire atmosphere of the planet circulates around quickly, with winds reaching speeds of up to 186 miles per hour at the cloud tops. These conditions makes it extremely difficult for scientists to study Venus by sending in probes to the surface. Thus, they ended up doing flyby missions over its clouds. Today in this video, we will be examining the past of this hellish world and determining what actually happened to the planet that seemed habitable before. The majority of planets in the solar system orbit the sun in an anti-clockwise direction and spin anti-clockwise on their axis. Venus spins clockwise on its axis, but simultaneously orbits the sun anti-clockwise. One theory for this unusual rotation is that it was knocked off its upright position earlier by some space object. Uranus is the only other planet in the solar system that rotates in a clockwise direction. A day on Venus is longer than a year, as it takes longer to rotate once on its axis than to complete one orbit around the sun. That's 243 Earth days for one rotation, the longest rotation of any planet in the solar system, and only 224.7 Earth days to complete an orbit around the sun. As scientists studied more about Venus, it was found that the planet could have had habitable traits. Scientists suggest that for billions of years after its formation, Venus had an Earth-like environment, perhaps even nurturing shallow oceans. However, around 700 million years ago, a cataclysmic event triggered a runaway greenhouse effect, transforming the planet into the blistering hell it is today. Before we delve deeper into this topic, I want you guys to subscribe and smash the like button to help our channel grow more. NASA's Pioneer Venus spacecraft, launched in 1978, provided the first clues to Venus's ancient past, revealing remnants of what may have been surface oceans. Subsequent missions have delved deeper into Venus's history, uncovering the dramatic transition from an Earth-like world to its current fiery state. Researchers at NASA's Goddard Institute for Space Studies have presented intriguing simulations depicting potential environments on Venus based on varying levels of water coverage. These simulations suggest that Venus could have maintained stable temperatures for up to 3 billion years, ranging from a mild 68 degrees Fahrenheit to a warmer 122 degrees Fahrenheit. One of the study researchers proposed that Venus might have sustained a habitable climate for billions of years. However, a significant resurfacing event have triggered its transformation into the inhospitable world we observe today. The resurfacing event on Venus set off a chain reaction that led to a release of carbon dioxide stored in the planet's rocks, thickening the atmosphere and heating up the surface to intolerable levels for life. To simulate different scenarios, scientists used a 3D model that accounted for Venus atmospheric compositions over billions of years, along with changes in solar radiation as the sun aged. They explored various topographies, including the current landscape of Venus and hypothetical Earth-like features, to understand how they impacted climate. The highest point on Venus, Maxwell Montes, is therefore the coolest point on the planet, with a temperature of about 716 Fahrenheit and is almost the size of Mount Everest. Surprisingly, even with Venus receiving almost double the solar radiation of Earth, the simulation suggested that it could have maintained temperatures suitable for liquid water. However, A mysterious event led to a massive release of gas into the atmosphere, creating conditions too extreme for life to thrive. Around 4.2 billion years ago, Venus began its journey with a rapid cooling phase, during which silicate rocks absorbed carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, gradually locking it away. By 715 million years ago, Venus likely had an atmosphere dominated by nitrogen, with traces of carbon dioxide and methane resembling Earth's atmosphere today. These stable conditions could have persisted to the present day, if not for a significant outgassing event. The cause of this event remains uncertain, but volcanic activity may have played a role. Venus has the most volcanoes in our solar system, which could have been a major reason for this transformation. Magma reaching the surface could have released vast amounts of carbon dioxide, potentially leading to a runaway greenhouse effect. Similar volcanic events have occurred on Earth, such as the Siberian traps, which triggered mass extinctions due to the release of greenhouse gases. But it is nothing compared to the hellish neighboring sisters' conditions. More missions to Venus are needed to unravel its complex history and evolution. These findings suggest that Venus could have been habitable in the past, offering insights into exoplanets within the Venus zone that may harbor liquid water and temperate climates. But there is a hero of all. The VENERA mission by the Soviet Union descended many spacelanders inside the thick and dense clouds of Venus. Unfortunately, it slowly was succumbed by the hellish planet's unforgiving conditions. But the landers had a couple of minutes or hours before they could send vital information of the planet to Earth. Now you can hear the recording of Venusian winds captured by one of the VENERA spacelanders.